Okay, this type of record of passenger computer keeps inside it. Okay, now last, keeping record of the arrival and departure time, like which time passenger leave, on which time passenger leave, and on which time passenger has arrived. So that record is also maintained on the computer. Now students, move to the copy work. Okay students, let's start our copy work of chapter number 2. First, open your index and write it down. Write down number 2 in your serial number column. Write down date 28/8/2020 in your date column, and write down chapter number 2 name, uses of computer in your topic column. Okay, now turn your page. Okay, now students, come to the last page of your copy after chapter number 1, chapter number 2. Write down chapter number 2, make the title page of chapter number 2, uses of computer. Then move towards the lining page. Okay, now in this on this page you have to write down date first, 28/8/2020 in the date row. Okay, now come to the first line, write down question and answers. Now come to the second line, question number 1, differentiate between computer and human. You have to write it down like this, and in the end you have to put the full stop. Now then after this you have to write down the answer of question number 1. Make 2 columns like this. Okay, you have to make 2 columns like this. You have to draw 2 lines in the middle of the page like I have drawn it. Okay, and on the left side of the line you have to write down heading computer, and on the right side of the line you have to write down the heading human. Okay, now come to the next line, write down number 1 on the left side of the red line, and then write down the first point, computer works fast and accurate. Then in the middle of the 2 line you have to write down number 1, then write down human make mistakes. Then come to the second line, after that you have to come to the next line, number 2, computer runs on electricity. You have to write down on the same way that you have write it down point number 1. Then after this write down second point of human, number 2, human do not run on electricity. You have to write down this differentiate between computer and human question and answer in the same way I have written it down. Students, please make it clear and do your work neat and clean. Okay, so I can understand it properly. Now move towards this second question. Okay, now students, your question number 2 is name some places where we use computers. Now answer is number 1 at home, number 2 at schools, number 3 at banks, number 4 at offices, etc. Now students, be careful, write 1 point on 1 line. Okay, second point on the second line, and do your work neat and clean. Okay, now come to question number 3. What type of task we can do on a computer? Answer, we can number 1 send emails, number 2 drawing and painting, number 3 prepare results, number 4 keep records, number 5 calculation. These type of works we can do on a computer. So write this question and answer in a neat and clean way. Now this is up for today. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.